That voice, Innessa, clearly through all your choir training, that would
Yes.
have held you in good stead.
Yes.
Did you do a lot of practice as well, a lot of training when you're in the choir? Scales and practicing? No, really?
We
Okay.
were just singing. There wasn't much of theory, though we had classes a little bit. But I had classes, music classes, later when I finished law university. I just realized that I gotta go and do music education. So I went to study at music school.
In
And
Russia?
yes, in Russia, in the south of Russia. That's where I got my music education. And then I went to Moscow and did some music classes in Moscow as well.
But you did train in law before you really embarked on this music career. Why law?
I always was interested in music and always wanted to be a musician. But when I finished school, everyone kept telling me, Inna, leave music as a hobby, go and find a real job, real profession, like accounting, law. And I'm like, oh, okay, I will try. And through all the 6 years in the university, I had been working as a singer all the time. And that's it. When I finished, I realized that I don't want to be a lawyer. I didn't work a single day as a lawyer. I just grabbed my bags and run away.
So tell us about your decision to settle on the Sunshine Coast. You travelled the world, you went everywhere. Why the Sunshine Coast?
Because my husband, he's Australian, and we had been living in Spain for almost 2 years, and then we decided to move to Australia.
Okay. But you could have moved anywhere in Australia. Why here?
Because he's got his parents here.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and he likes Sunshine Coast. I like too. I've been to Australia before we decided to move to Australia. I had been twice on my vacations here on the Sunshine Coast, and I love it.
I see also on your website you've had some help from Hari Bandhu. There's some photos of you playing with him. How did you meet up with Hari?
That was our wedding.
Ah.
Yes, all musicians I met through internet because I didn't know anyone here. That's Googled. So all the musicians playing on my album, Angus Woodhead, found him through the internet, and I'm very happy with this choice. He helped me to find musicians.
Because you got Michael Fix playing on your album.
Yes.
Fabulous guitar player.
That was very enjoyable experience, yes.
So deciding to record your first album, you've been playing music, you've been singing all those years. What was it that made you finally go, it's time to make an album?
Well, I was thinking of making an album for years. So when I was 20, I had enough songs to have an album, even 2 albums. But I was traveling. There was always some circumstances. So I was waiting for a better time to sit down and do that. And also the lack of experience in music. So when I finished educating myself after some experience, felt like I'm ready. And when we decided to settle down in Australia, we both, my husband and I, we decided, yes, now we can start something.
Is your husband a musician?
No, he's not a musician. He loves music and he's very supportive, but he's not a musician.
Your first album, it's self-titled, it's called Innessa, and it has a lot of your original stuff, your Russian-inspired stuff, all kinds of different influences in there. But you spoke earlier about when you were at university, you were playing in bands, and a lot of them were cover bands.
Yes.
And here on Coast FM, I love to ask my acts to do a cover version. So, Innessa, what cover version have you chosen?
I would like to sing Glory Box, which is a song of Portishead.
Did you used to do this one in the bands in Russia?
No, that's... I used to do different type of songs like Cranberries, Garbage, more rocky and loud, noisy.
Hence the electric guitar.
Yes.
The photos on your website.
Yes, and later I got interested in different type of music like Sade, Portishead.
Okay, well, let's hear this cover version, Portishead with Glory Box, in the studio on ABC Coast FM. This is Innessa and Misha helping out on acoustic guitar as well.
I'm so tired of playing with his bow and arrows. Gonna give my heart away, leave it to the other girls to play. For I've been a temptress too long. Yeah, give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to be a woman. I just wanna be a woman. From this time unchanged, we all looking at a different picture through this new frame of mind. 1,000 flowers could bloom. Move over and give us some room, yeah. Give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to be a woman. I just wanna be a woman. So don't you stop being a man. Just take a little look from outside if you can. So a little tenderness. No matter if you cry. Give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to be a woman. I just wanna be a woman. It's all I wanna be. It's all a woman. For this is the beginning of forever and ever. I'm so tired of playing with this bow and arrow. Gonna give my heart away, leave it to the other girls to play. For I've been a temptress too long.
A sensational version of Portishead, the song Glory Box, and Innessa in the studio, Misha on guitar as well. Inessa, if people want to hear you playing, do you have gigs that you regularly do, or is there something coming up?
I am going to start booking venues soon in January. I am in a very beginning of my music adventure in Australia. So I finished the album. I found musicians for a full band, which is
Wow.
very exciting. And we had 2 rehearsals in December, and we're going to continue practicing in January. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. And if people want to get a copy of your album, what's the best way to do that?
I have my album on my website, inessamusic.com, and I have it on iTunes.
And you get on your website, Innessa.com, you can actually hear little bits of the music too, which is lovely. And see those photos of you singing in the choir in Russia and playing in bands in Russia as well. It's a fascinating website, actually. Innessa, thank you so much for coming in. Misha as well, thank you. And I hope you have a fabulous festive season, and we look forward to getting to a gig of yours in 2012.